Round 4 action here. We just got done facing an Aetherworks Marvel deck. Did not work out well for them. Alright, we have found our opponent for round number 4 here. Join the match. Let's see here, we have one of the die roll. This hand is 2 Temple Gardens. Man, we need that blue mana, so we're gonna have to mulligan that. We're gonna have to mulligan this one as well. Can't trust those one-landers. And we're gonna keep this 5, bottoming a Temple Garden and a Breeding Pool. So let's jam this Hollowed Fountain tapped and pass it back to them. Opponent has kept their 7, plays an untapped Temple Garden and a Goose. Okay. Honk, they make a food. And pass it on back to our turn. Alright, we pick up a Glacial Fortress, but we're going to play Tangle Sanctum and jam our Spirit. Selfless Spirit resolves. We are going to pass it on back to our opponent now. Opponent's going to untap. Temple Garden and Guild Goose up with a food active, so they have 3 mana available after they play a Swamp for turn. They play a Thraben Inspector. I have no idea what's going on. They Fatal Push our Selfless Spirit. Okay. Alright. Oh, I want a Spellcaller here? Hey, Spellcaller. Alright, let's play this Glacial Fortress and just pass it back to them. And this allows us to hold up both the Nebelgast and Spellcaller in case there's like a Siege Rhino or something coming up. I'm gonna play some Plains. Combat. Incept. Main. And let's flash in this Nebelgast Herald with... I'm pretty certain this Nebelgast Herald is gonna die here, but that's fine. I tap another Goose. Force them to make a food now or something. If they do not make a food, so they probably have an answer of some sort. Alright, let's shock here, because we just picked up a Mausoleum Wanderer. This will allow us to play both. So let's play the Mausoleum Wanderer. They cycle a Triome. We're going to tap their Thraben Inspector. In combat, we're going to bring it in with an Nebelgast Herald. And then pass it back to them. Opponent untaps. Plays another Swamp. Sacks away their food here, so they got something big. Yep. Yorion, that's going to resolve. Flicker their board. Yep, flicker their board. That is a 4/5 flyer, so that's going to be difficult for us. Alright, they make a food and another clue. We find Danny Phantom here, but that's not going to be enough for us to win to push. Well, we actually need to start applying some pressure, so let's go ahead and play Danny Phantom now. Untap down Yorion. Move to combat and attack. We need to just force a race here, because if we wait, they're just going to outvalue us. So we actually have to just force the race here. Own it. Plays a Siege Rhino. Punished. Alright. They correct their food for another Guild Goose, which is going to make yet another food. Play a Godless Shrine tapped. And they end without swinging their Urian. We draw an Eagle here. We just kind of have to play it. We have to force this race. It's our only real way out of here. Tap down these Urian. In combat. Attack. Hiya. Guild Goose is going to jump in front of... Ooh, is it? Yeah, he's going to jump in front of a Mausoleum Wanderer. Alright, they're going to take and go to 7. Alright. Turn 6 for our opponent here. Oath of Kaya. Boo. That's pretty good. Destroys our Nebelgas Herald. That is strong. Crack a clue. Draw a card. Okay. They bring in with Siege Rhino. We're not going to block here. We're going to take it. What we need? Company. That might help. Alright, well let's go ahead and company now. Jubilant Skybonder and Supreme Phantom. Press on bomb in any order. Put that trigger on the stack. Now that's important for us because now our stuff has a high enough toughness to be able to swing into this Urian. Move to combat. And attack. They're probably going to end up blocking our... Yep, they block our Eagle here, so that way their Urian lives. But they're still taking a lot here. They're going to be going to 2. Oh, wait, that's right, they have a Goose. Okay, so they're going to block like that. Take 3, go to 7. Goose will die. Yeah, that company was a very, very good draw. And now we have our Jubilant Skybonder, which is a new card. Although it's not a spirit, it does have a big enough of an impact because it just protects all of our players. Alright, so we're going to bring it in. We're going to block the Urian. Are we? Yeah, we have to, because if they jam another Siege Rhino, then we're just dead. So yeah, let's block with Supreme Phantom on Urian. Alright, we go to 7. Opponent here. Yeah, because if we just let that go 3, we go to 3, and then they just jam a Siege Rhino and we cry. And so we're just going to play it safe and block. Because even if they had a kill spell there, we'd still be able to win. They play another Urian. Okay. Trigger, flicker their Siege Rhino. Okay. They're still dead though, aren't they? They go to 10. They block the biggest one, and they still die, right? The Oath of Kai gets flickered as well. That's pretty good. But they can't target any of our stuff. They have to target us. So we're going to be going to 1 here off of Siege Rhino and Oath of Kaya. Oh, that's right, it's not an ability. Let's make kill our Supreme Phantom here. We draw another company. Alright, well let's do it. That's a pretty good draw, so we're going to grab an Eagle, and an Abogast Herald. Any order? We're gonna tap down their board. Just started that twice, because why not? We need to have some shenanigans. Yep, and that'll do it. Alright, we win game number 1. Move to sideboards here. We want these deputies for sure. And I want these strokes. So what did not feel good there? Honestly, there's not a lot. A lot of things felt really good there. But we got 5 cards to cut here. Problem is, this is really, really good against spells, but they are playing Oath of Kaya. That's an ability. So Jiplin Sky Marcher, Sky Bonder is not performing up to par so far. And let's take out a Selfless Spirit. Now we can't want the Selfless Spirit. I'm gonna draw, so let's take out a Sailor. And we should take out Sailors in general here. That actually just seems fine, because we're not trying to like aggro them out. Yeah, let's just do that. Because I don't want to be trimming the Selfless Spirits either, because I think they might be bringing in something along the lines of Ritual Set. That's a lot of land. So we're going to have to mulligan that one. Deck, why are you doing this to us? We're going to have to mulligan to 5. We find 2 basics. We're going to keep this bottoming Company, one of our Spellcallers. And we're going to keep this hand of Basic Island, Basic Plains, Supreme Phantom, Spellcaller, and Empyrean Eagle. This is the part of the game where we get real religious. Please, God. Oh, please, God. We draw a Botanical Sanctum. We're going to lead on that, and then pass it back to our opponent. Opponent plays Concealed Courtyard here. A Wild Growth Walker. Okay. Didn't see that first game. That tells us they probably have a decent amount of Explore. We draw an Abogast Herald. So let's go ahead and play our Plains. And we're going to jam Danny Phantom here. And pass it back to them. Now let's just hope that they do not go Jade Light Ranger here, because if they do, believe me, I have some PTSD from Standard from that. Oh no, did they have the mana? There it is, Jade Light Ranger. That's a pretty good card, so I've been told. So yeah. 2 cards enter the revealed zone. They pick up 2 lands off of it. Okay. They now have a 3/5. That just gained them 3 life. Seems fantastic. We're going to bring it in. We're going to say no blocks and just take it. Untap. We're going to play this island. And we're just going to pass it on back to them. Hold up a Spellcaller and an Abogast Herald. Because we're going to allow them to hit us again with this Wild Growth Walker. Unless they go for another Merfolk Branch Walker, we're going to say no to that. We're going to quell it. That's actually very, very good for us, because that now means that we can block with a Spellcaller here. End step. Go back to our turn. We untap. I'm going to play this Hallowed Fountain tapped. Say no. Move to combat. And attack all. pass it on back to them. I just hold up Nebelgast Herald. Opponent here. Plays a Plains. In combat, sure thing. We are going to play the Nebelgast Herald. Tap a Wild Growth Walker. Now they're probably just going to IKORIA in here. We're going to smacked. Show us IKORIA. Ravenous Chupacabra. Okay, so we're playing Ixalan Standard. They're going to take out our Spellcaller here. Alright, that's pretty good. They get a Merfolk Branchwalker, which they will be casting. Merfolk Branchwalker trigger will trigger a Wild Growth Walker. They reveal Wild Growth Walker from the top. They're gonna put that one in the bin. Tell us they don't have much more Explore in their hand. Untap. Find our Brain Bolt. We're gonna shock it in. So we're gonna lead on Danny Phantom. Tap down Merfolk Branchwalker, because why not? And then play our Eagle. Tap down the Chup. Or something else, doesn't really matter. If Moto will work with me. There we go. In combat. Gonna smack them for 8. And then pass it on back to them. Problem is they're about to gain a lot of life here. And kill one of my creatures. In combat. We're going to say no blocks, and here's why. Because they're going to play Urian, and they're going to flicker a Ravenous Chupacabra, and when they do, and the Ravenous Chupacabra comes back in, they're going to blow up one of our lords, and when they do, then our toughness will drop down to 4, and this would have killed something, and they effectively just 2-for-1 us. So we're actually just going to take this and go to 9. So let's just take this. Go to 9. Opponent plays the Urian. Now they're probably going to kill Nebelgast Herald. Flicker their board. Gain a ton of life off this Wild Growth Walker. Wild Growth Walker is going to get enormous. And what will they shoot here? They're going to shoot my untapped Eagle. They keep an Oath of Kaya on top of their deck. Yeah, I don't think we can beat this. We need a really good company here. And we find an island, and that's pretty far from a good company. So we're just going to pass it back. 7. Yeah, we're very dead. We're very, very dead. Alright. Then sideboarding. Alright. I think I stand behind how I sideboarded, but just mulliganing to 5 just sucks. So we're just gonna run this back again. Let's see here. Yes, we would love to play first. We have a ton of lands and Imperial Eagle, so we're gonna mulligan this into a good hand. Thank goodness. Alright, so we're gonna keep this one. Getting rid of a Glacial Fortress. We can keep this. Getting rid of a Glacial Fortress. Done. Play Botanical Sanctum into our Mausoleum Wander. And pass back to our opponent here. Opponent plays a Triumph. That's fine. We're going to have him find a Hallowed Fountain. We're going to shock here. Yes. Shock, blue, blue. Play Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom's going to trigger the Mausoleum Wander. Mausoleum Wander's going to go 3 power. We're going to move to combat, bring it in at our opponent for 3, and drop them to 17. And pass back. Concealed Courtyard untapped for our opponent. He's going to jam a Wild Growth Walker. Alright. Now, on our upcoming turn, we're just going to deputy this now, because we just can't let that get off. We cannot let that start happening because of the life gain as well. So we just need to deputy this now. In combat, and attack. Bring them to 14, and then pass back to them. Woodland Cemetery from our opponent. Plays a Glass Casket. That's pretty good. We're going to take our deputy here. They do. Go back to our turn here. We find a Rattle Chains off the top of our deck. We're going to play our Hallowed Fountain tapped. Move to combat. And we're going to attack them with 3 more. Dropping them down to 11. Passing on back to them. Opponent plays a Forest. G8 Ranger from our opponent. That's going to resolve. Reveals a G8 Ranger. And a Heartless Act. Let's see here. They're going to keep the Heartless back on top. They're going to gain a lot of life, get 2 counters on there. In combat, we're going to use our Nebulous Herald to tap down their Wild Growth Walker. They're going to try and do something in response here. They're going to push our Supreme Phantom. We are going to counter that. Water. Trigger, tap down this Wild Growth Walker. This Heartless Axe is going to be really, really good for them. But luckily we have a Rattle Chains. So that's going to help out quite a bit. We're going to untap, find an Eagle. We're not going to cast it though. Instead, we're going to bring it on in. Drop them to 13 and pass it back. Opponent here plays a Branch Walker. That seems good. Trigger. Lifebane Zombie. That's gonna trigger there. They're gonna mill over the zombie. Main phase. Main combat. Bring it on in for 8. We're gonna take 8. We're just gonna try and be as patient as possible, because otherwise you're gonna Heartless Act our Nubblegast Herald and blow us out of the water. Okay, I don't think we're getting out of this. Yeah, that's not what we need. Bring it with Nubblegast Herald, and only Nubblegast Herald here. Pass it back to them. Heartless Act there. We're going to flash in Rattle Chains. Yep. Trigger there is going to do that there. And we're going to protect our Nubblegast Herald there from this Heartless Act. Opponent untaps. Skips right through the combat. In combat. Probably gonna bring it all around. That's fine. Seems good. We're gonna block with that and go to 1. Siege Rhino, we are dead. Alright. Yeah, this has not been our league. Okay. We're going into match number 5. Let's see if we can get at least get 50 ticks, I believe it is. Yeah, 58 play points. Alright. Wow, so it appears I have to look for a better Pioneer deck right now, because this has been ugly for us. Just trying to think of what kind of Pioneer deck I should play next. Dostux, thank you for the follow there. Really appreciate that. I'm trying to think of decks to play next as far as Pioneer goes. Because I want to do more of the Pioneer. I've just been investing a lot into Modern recently, or at least for paper. I want to branch out more in Pioneer right now. Give me an idea down below in the comments of what I should play next. I'm thinking something like the I think it's Obosh, I believe it is, or it's that green-red deck that's like all odd cards.